What's going on today, guys? We are working on the 01 Cummins today. So this thing is giving me some problems. It has the battery light on in the dash and it will not go away. I replaced the batteries because a couple of my terminals were bad. Figured one of the batteries was bad. They were both bad. So replace the terminals, replace the batteries, and this thing is still dying. So we're gonna pull the alternator today. The batteries, brand new batteries, and they're already inside on the charger. I'm not very happy about that, but so whatever. We're gonna get this pulley off, or this belt off. To do that, we need to get this tensioner pulley going right there. You can see, this for your tensioner pulley, you can stick a 3/8 socket in that and pull this off. That'll be the first step. And then we got, this is a 10 millimeter. This is probably like a 14. And we got a couple wires in the back. But we'll get started here. Okay guys, I got my 3/8 ratchet on the pulley, and I have a little cheater pipe. So we'll get this pulley off, or the belt off right now. Okay guys, so we got our bolts out in front here. This was a 10 millimeter. This was a 13. This one was also a 13. And then I used a 15 wrench to hold the nut on the back. I already have it taken off, I guess. I can't see, but it was easy. Very easy. Not hard. So we'll pull it off and then we'll get to our wires. I took my intake out because this was not exactly just sliding off the post there, so took it out to make a little extra room, got it off. Now you can see there's one wire here and there's a plug, so pull those and that'll be it. We just got back from Napa. We got this guy and a belt. And apparently there's two different kinds of alternators for these trucks. There's like a one prong that's seated one way and one that's turned the other way. I don't know. But make sure you get the right one. I didn't need to get a belt, but I don't know when the last time my belt was replaced on this truck, so we are just doing it anyway since we're here. So we will get started on it. Okay, so one issue I've came up with is this wire. My connection is, this will not fit over my stud here, so I'm kind of making it work, but normally I'd go buy another connection for this because I don't want my wires to be all screwed up in this truck. But right now I gotta get this truck running because I gotta get it to work, so this is gonna have to do. But this was way too small for my new one, so keep that in mind if you do one of these. Here you can actually see just how much smaller this old one was to the new one. This is the difference. So we're jumping to that. That's why it is not fitting, but we got it to work. This is on your stock one, it's a 10 millimeter. This is probably a 14. So jumped up a little bit, but we're almost there. Okay, so here's the belt I just pulled off of the truck. I don't think it needed to be replaced at all, but since we're here, we're just gonna swap it out, and I'm gonna leave this one in the truck. So if I ever do need one, there it is. And my new one is right here. So get that bad boy in. There's the new alternator. It's all shiny. That was a 13. Ended up being right there. And then, yeah, 13, 10. I had one plug, one wire. And there's your positive. And then that runs over here to your negative. So, not much to it, guys. Putting it back together now. All right, so new belt is on, alternator's on. I'm gonna put my intake on, and then my battery's back in, and it'll be good to go. This diagram shows how the belt goes on. Mine has the AC. When I was putting this on, this belt right here, this middle one, that's your tensioner pulley, and when it doesn't have tension on it, it is like this. And so when I was putting it on, it looks like this outer edge of the belt would like rub on that. It looks like that before you put it in. Before you actually tension it on to your alternator pulley, it'll be resting on that, and it looks like wrong, like it's not gonna fit or like it doesn't work, but that's how it works. I was sitting there looking at it for a minute like, what the heck? But that's what it is. Once you put the tension back on this pulley, it pulls it all back in and then out of line with that edge one. But that took me a second to figure out. Seems stupid, but you know, that's what took me a little longer than everything else. So a little bit of a hang up right there. You guys shouldn't have a problem with that. But yup, more parts, more money. Batteries are hooked up. Intake is back on. Alternator looking shiny. That new belt. About to fire this